Hey, what's up, y'all? This RC on behalf of Cool Water Switch 227. So I'm gonna give you guys to start off. I'm gonna give you guys my 3 stars of the game, 3 Iowa stars of the game. Obviously the Hawkeyes won. Um, Star number one, Kylie Fairback. Kylie Fairback, 17 points. 4 for 7 from 3-point range. A couple of her threes was really big, especially they came late. They were huge threes to stop the bleeding, so to speak, from Fairfield. Kylie also had 3 rebounds. She was composed. She was composed all game. Played defense. She was just a bulldog out there. Um, Second star of the game. Ava Heighton, 16 rebounds, 18 points. The double queen just keeps doing her thing. I can't say enough about just how great, how consistent, how energetic, how fun it is to be watching Ava Heighton. I can only imagine how happy her teammates are to play with such a dominant post like Ava Heighton. So that's your second star of the game. She has really locked down that 5 spot, period. And then the third star of the game was tough. I was leaning towards Hannah, but anyone knows me, like say from when I put out, when I share shorts of the stars of the game, or when I put it in like the Hawkeyes group I'm in, I tend to lean towards Hannah a lot. So this time we're not going to give it to Hannah. We're going to give it to Taylor Strimlow. Strimlow, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 blocks. She is just consistent across the board. When it comes to Taylor, I want her to shoot more. That's the only thing, but her passing is incredible. For a 5'10" guard, she rebound like she's 6'2". So those are the 3 stars of the game. Honorable mentions. Addie Deal, 9 points. Her baskets came very timely. 5 points in the last minute of the first half. That 5 point stretch was big time. And then Johnny Houston coming in, changing the game with defense, energy, hustle, and rebounds. 6 rebounds. I think she has 7 points, 6 or 7. Don't hold me to it. I looked at the box score about 3 to 4 times and try to save it up here. So yeah, those are the honorable mentions, the 2 freshmen. It goes without saying as I talk about the game real quick. Fairfield was just blitzing us from 3-point range. Whew. Another test pass. Another test was passed today, guys. The 3-pointers was raining down. It took a lot, because when I look at this team, when I really look at this team, right, I'm like, for me, it's like, how many different ways can you beat the opponent? And we've proven that we can beat you in multiple faceted ways. We can beat you defense. We can beat you with offense. You can be a 3-point barrage type of team, and we can still outlast you. We could beat you in a literal basketball bar fight. We pulled out so many different wins. And the season is just getting, really starting to gain traction. So to be 8-0, we feel really good. We feel appreciative to be 8-0. We dealt with a lot of tests so far. And guess what? It's only going to get tougher. A rival, big time rival. Iowa State is coming. UConn is coming. You can't sleep on Penn State after UConn. It's never going to be easy. That's the thing about women's college basketball and sports in general. You can't sleep on anybody. If we were sleeping today, if we didn't realize, like we realized Fairfield came to play. They was raining down threes on our head like bow, bow, bow. And we had to focus. We had a nice run towards the end of the first quarter. We kind of just stayed with it. We got it down to 17-22 at the end of the first. You know, we stayed close. Second quarter, our defense turned up. We went into halftime with the lead. Third quarter, we came out, you know, ready to play, ready to hoop, and just kept on playing D, getting timely offense, buckets. You know, Taylor McCabe hit some threes. Collie Fearback came alive. Just the whole team, man, just performed. Anybody who got in there did something. Johnny Houston, if I can give it a game ball, I would. I thought her defense was excellent. I thought her rebounding. To me, she the third best. To me, no disrespect. I know Layla Hayes 6'5", and Layla Hayes would me upside my head, but she would hit me for saying this probably. But Hannah Starkey, Ava Heighton is our clear two best rebounder. But I think Journey is our next best rebounder. You know, and we did this today on the day we was missing Chit-Chat, we was missing Tegan. And we was missing Emily Rodriguez. So the depth is real, the defense is real, you know, the unselfish play is real, and I'm proud of my Hawkeyes. 8-0 on the season, number 11th in the country, but never satisfied. Continuing to grind, continue to go after our goals. You don't get satisfied. You just don't. You remember how it feels the last time, not for the freshmen, but for the Kylies, for the McCabe's, for the Ava Heightons, for the Strimlows. You remember how it felt when Oklahoma dispatched of you last season in the tournament, March Madness. So it should fuel you, you know, to lead your team as far as possible, you know. And you got some talented young freshmen. We're a young team still. Hannah Stokey quietly has been super effective. So I'm just proud of us, man. I'm just proud. You know, Fairfield, you know, we could have seen them hitting all them threes, and we could have been like, man, it might not be our day. But our Coach Jay, is a hell of a coach. We always talking about Addie, and I'm probably going to drop the Addie show tomorrow, so y'all stay tuned for that. Episode 5 is coming. We got some good content to talk about Addie Deal. Just happy, man, for now. But I'm not satisfied. Don't confuse happy with satisfied, you know. And I'm going to try to talk about the Bruins. So this is the post-game official video drop. You know, Hawkeyes victorious, sweet victory. We won, and I love to talk about us after the win. I love to talk about us, you know, if we lose, I'm still gonna be here. Y'all know the motto as I get ready to exit. Hawkeyes fan, it don't matter if we 2-6. It doesn't matter if we 8-0. It doesn't matter if we 1-7. It doesn't matter if we 7-1. Hawkeyes for life. Now y'all do it with me before I go. Hawkeyes for life. And trust and believe you me. I gotta get me some Iowa gear. I got some new gear, but I gotta get me some Iowa gear. That's for real. But anyway, I'll catch y'all on the next video. Alright? I'm out. Peace. Cool order switch 227. Y'all know what it is. I'm gone.